Right, farmers, it's DLC day. So yes, it's the DLC day. The Horsch Agrovation pack has finally arrived. And I must say, there's plenty to be getting on with this. Now, there is 14 pieces of equipment right here. Alright, fair enough. Now, first up, you will need to have update 1.11 or 1.11, and in the bug changes and fixes for it, it's got fixed mod selection if no mods are installed, fixed bale stacking issues, fixed arena issues, fixed some minor issues of cultivators sleeping enabled state, minor script changes for the Horsch Agrovation vehicles, fixed some vehicle graphics, Z flights, collisions, characters and decals. And there is a note there, as with all major updates to Farming Simulator, you may experience stuttering on the first game launch after the update when using the mods or custom graphic settings due to shaders being recompiled. Alright, fair enough. I mean, to be fair, yeah, when I first started this, I suppose it's still a little bit laggy. Maybe it's because all the stuff's here, but alright, we'll get on to the first one. So first up is the Cultro 9 TC. This is going to be a mulcher for you. 35 grand to buy. 240 horsepower requirement from your tractor. 8.9 metre working width. 11 mile an hour working speed. You then got the option in the middle of it. Additional weight. Yes or no. Although to be fair, that's going to be plenty of weight going on the back of your tractor anyway. So you probably want the weight on the front. Alright, fair enough. So we'll unfold it. Now I'm going to mulch in some of this harvested corn, because obviously that texture there doesn't really show much difference when you're going for it. So, like that. Lower it down. Now there you go. We're mulching. Yeah, the sort of texture blends in as you'd normally expect with that sort of shenanigans. Yeah, mulching away. It's alright. Right, next up is the Cultro 12 TC. Again, this is also a mulcher for you, but a little bit bigger. 270 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 12.2 metre working width, 11 mile an hour working speed, 78 grand. 12.2 metre on a mulcher, that's alright. The biggest one we've got. Fair enough. On the wheel brands and tyres, you've got Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, and then back to Trelleborg. No options on those. Then equipment, so you've got Design 1, 2 or 1. You go for whichever one you like. Fair enough. So, like the previous one, we'll open it up and we're going to mulch some corn. Let's see if the texture's the same with this actually. Obviously that's the bit we stopped at with the first one. So we'll lower it all down. There you are. And we'll get cracking. Yeah, it gives the same texture. Fair enough. I mean, if you're into your mulching game, I mean, 12.2 metre working width, that is alright indeed, I must admit. Oh, fair enough. Right, next up is the Finest 6 SL. Now, this is a cultivator with a little bit of a trick up the sleeve. So it's going to require 220 horsepower from your tractor, 6 metre working width, 9 mile an hour working speed, 25 grand. Although that is because of the part on the back. There you are. So that's how it comes as standard. And obviously you've got a seeder unit. Yes or no? I mean, it doesn't hold any seed itself, so you will need the next part of this pack to go with it. But anyway, you cultivate and seed at the same time. That's awesome. So you then got the design options. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that it comes in with if you come straight in from the shop. 6, 7, and then back to 1. I think I've gone for as it comes in the shop. Fair enough. Now, to go with this, you're going to need this one as well, the Partner 1600 FT. Obviously, this is a supplementary seed tank, or if you've got this on the back, the only seed tank. 1600 litre capacity, 19.5 grand to buy, although it comes as a 960 optional extra, which is the base one. Alright, fair enough. It is what it is. So, when you've got these two combined, obviously you get that pipe that goes down the side. That looks awesome. So we'll go to the back one. We'll unfold it. Now we can use the cultivator if you wanted to. If you didn't have any seed in it, it'd work fine, no problem. But obviously we're going to cultivate and seed at the same time. So we'll turn it on, lower it down. There you are. I mean, we're seeding wheat and cultivating at the same time. All 2 jobs in one. That's always good. Oh, very nice. Right, next up is the Tiger AMT. Now, this is going to be another cultivator, but again, It's got a trick up the sleeve. 440 horsepower requirement for my tractor, 7.5 metre working width, 9 mile an hour working speed, 78 grand. The trick comes with the options. You can have a fertiliser distribution unit. Oh, yes, that's ace. I mean, you are going to need the partner supplementary tank as well. So if you've got seed in that like before, empty it out, put solid fertiliser in, then you're ready to go. You then got the option there of top ring roller, yes or no. Puts those on the back. Now, this looks ace. I mean, we'll unfold it. I mean, you can cultivate and fertilise at the same time. That's brilliant. Right, so come up to the edge of the field. Obviously, we've got the tank on the front. We'll turn it on. We'll lower it down. It's interesting. Why is it not turning on? There we are. That's better. And away we go. Ah, there you are. You see the darker texture now, because obviously it's putting the fertiliser in as well. Oh, that is ace. That's ace. We'll go to the map. We'll zoom in. There you are. First line cultivated. Second line cultivated and fertilised. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant indeed. Right, next up is the Joker 8 RT. Now, this is a disc harrow. Alright, fair enough. 330 horsepower requirement for my tractor, 8.2 metre working width, 11 mile an hour working speed, 82 grand, and you can add a seeder unit to it, or slurry distribution, or seeder and slurry, or standard. That being said, slurry as well. Oh, that's awesome. So I've gone and got it all hooked up. I've got a slurry tanker in between myself, the shooting VB, what was it? VB 130, VT even 130, and obviously we've got the disc harrow on the back. So if we unfold it, look, I love that the pipe just attaches to it as well. That is awesome. Now we've got the seed as well. Now it's not going to do everything in the seeding category. It's going to do the usual, you know, cover crop, grass, canola, that sort of thing. So we'll turn it on. We'll turn that one on. Then we'll lower that down. And away we go. Oh, it's a bit of a train, I must admit. We're seeding, disc harrowing, and putting slurry down. That's triple jobs. Oh, triple job set up. I mean, yeah, my lines are not that great, mind you, but that is awesome. Triple jobbing it. Right, next up is the Taro 6SL. This is going to require 200 horsepower, 6 metre working width, 12 mile an hour working speed, and it's a standard seeder. Fair enough. 50 grand to buy. You then got the option on the back. You got the packer, roll flex packer, trapeze ring packer, or back to roll flex. You then got the track loosening tines. These are A's on the front. No, we've gone to the wrong option. There we are. So obviously the soil would compact under your tractor tyres. That just loosens it up. That's ace. You then got the seeder designs. You've got design 1, 2, or 1. Now obviously you are going to need the partner complementary seed tank on the back. So we've got that all hooked up. It's got seed in. So we'll unfold it. And we'll get cracking. So then once it's done, we'll turn it on, lower it down, and away you go. That's interesting. Oh, is that because it's not been cultivated? That is really interesting. This is not a direct drill. Oh, fair enough. So you will need to put some seed down with that. Well, let's try it on this bit, because that was disc harrowed. Not a direct drill. I mean, the other seeder was. Alright, so we'll lower that down. Ah, that's going in now. Although, to be fair, I think that was already done anyway. But the stuff's going down. So this looks like it's not a direct drill. So you will need to cultivate or plough before using this one. But again, that looks awesome. All the pipe work with the pipe that comes out the seed tank on the front. That's ace. Right, next up is the Pronto 3DC. Now, this is a direct drill, so that's all right. So it's going to be doing your usual seeding. So 2,800 litres on the seed tank capacity, 150 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 3 metre working width, 11 mile an hour working speed, 65 grand. So 3 metre, small farming shenanigans is what this is going to be for. So you can change the tank setup to 4,000 litres or 2,800. You then got wheel setups, you've got standard, small tyre roller, or standard. Then got ridge markers, yes or no. fair enough. So let's get cracking. We'll turn it on. First you need, unfold it there. Oh, that's better. Unfold it, then turn it on, then lower it down, and then away you go. Direct drilling with 3 meter. I mean, a massive field's going to take you a while, but still, 2 chops in 1. Oh, excellent. So next up is the Pronto 6DC. Now this is going to be a seeder with direct drill capabilities as well. So it's got a 4,000 litre capacity on the seed tank, 200 horsepower requirement for your tractor, 6 metre working width, 11 mile an hour working speed. It's 106 grand, although I've come straight in the shop and it's giving me that 5 grand optional extra. Right, fair enough. So 4,000 litres on the seed tank. You can earn 4,400, 4,500, 5,400. 5,400, 5,400, however you want to say it. Seeds and fertilizer. Yeah, it's going to do both seed and solid fertilizer. So 2,000 seed, 3,000 fertilizer, 2,400 and 3,000, and then back to the 4,000 seeds. So I've gone for that one. You then got the option on tire roller. So no or yes, puts them on the front. You then got row control. We've got yes or no. Just a few more pipes out the back, mind you. All right, fair enough. And you got ridge markers, yes or no. So we've got it all hooked up. It's got some stuff in it, so we'll unfold it and get cracking. So this one's going to be a direct drill again, so no need for cultivation. So we'll turn it on, we'll lower it down, and then away we go. Oh, straight in. That's ace. 6 meters, so twice as big as the previous one, and it's fertilizing at the same time. You see a slight different change of color in the texture. That is ace. And next up is the Avatar 12.25 SD. This is going to be a direct drill seeder and fertilizer all in one thing. 6,800 litre capacity, 300 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 12 meter working width, 9 mile an hour working speed, 195 grand. Alright, fair enough. Can't change it to blue. Oh, they missed a trick with that one. It's called Avatar in the blue. Alright, fair enough. You then got options on the seed tank. So it starts off at 2,960 litre seed with 3840 on the fertiliser. Change that to 3360 on the seed and then 3840 on the fertiliser. And then back to the standard version. You then got the Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Vredestein, and then back to Trelleborg. And there's a couple of options. Basically wide and standard on all of them. Fair enough. You then got CD unit, design 1, 2, or 1. Just changes the pipework up a little. So we'll unfold it. That's pretty good actually. Lifts it up and then tilts it down. I like that. So we've got a bit of fertilizer and seed in it already. So we'll turn it on. There you are. Right, turn it on, lower it down, and then away we go. Seeding and fertilising all in one. That's alright actually, 12 metre working width. Yeah, very nice. Right, so next up is the Maestro 9.75 RX. Now this is going to be a planter. It's not a direct drill, so you will need to have the ground either ploughed or cultivated beforehand. But alright, fair enough. 630 litre capacity on the tank, mind you. I'd go with having that partner tank on the front. It makes it a lot easier. You don't have to keep nipping back to the shop to fill it up. 170 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 6.7 metre working width, 9 mile an hour working speed, 65 grand. Although we have got an optional extra on the fertiliser distribution unit. That's interesting because on there it's just got seed. Alright, fair enough. You then got the track loosening tines at the front there. You also got ridge markers, yes and no. Alright, okay, let's unfold it. There we are, so we've got some seed in the tank at the front already. We'll then lower it down, turn it on, and then away you go. And if we go into the bit that's not been cultivated, obviously it's not going to work. So, yeah, you can see a slight change in the texture and the colour. Oh, that's alright, that is. So next up is the Maestro 24.5 SV. Now this is going to be a planter again, obviously a little bit bigger than the previous one. Again, not a direct drill, so you will need to have the land cultivated or ploughed first. 9,000 litres on the tank for this, and it is going to do your seed and fertiliser. So bang it all in, away you go. 350 horsepower requirement for your tractor, 12 metre working width, 7 mile an hour working speed, 208 grand. You then got the options of wheel brands, Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, Vredestein, and then back to Trelleborg. Then you've got narrow twin wheels. That's interesting. Oh, I like them. Right, so we'll unfold it. Obviously, it's still got a bit of land that has been cultivated, not sown over with the previous one. So once that's done, we'll lower it down, we'll turn it on, and then away we go. They just look ace, all the pipe work and everything. It's unfolded. Yeah, we lowered it. No, lower it down. Turn it on. And away we go. There you are. I mean, you see a slight change in the texture. Obviously, it's going to go through the corn. It's not going to do anything because obviously it needs to be cultivated first. But that being said, 12 metre on a planter and fertilising at the same time. Can't be bad. Right, next up is the Cura 24 ST. Now, this is going to be a weeder. Yeah, 24 in the name. That makes it brilliant. 200 horsepower requirement from your tractor. 24.5 metre working width on a weeder. That's ace. 7 mile an hour working speed. 85 grand to buy. The options are Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, and then back to Trelleborg. And that's it. But it's a 24 metre weeder. It's on the back there. We're in a field. It's got weeds growing. It's saying it needs a hoe. So this should work nicely. Well, I'm 24 metre on a weeder. That is ace. I think I've too close to the edge even for this. Let's give it a go. So it unfolds like that. And the other side bits are going to flip out as well. Look, that's huge. Oh, that is ace. So once that's out, we'll then lower it down, and away we go. Oh, look at that, getting rid of all the weeds. And we can see it like taking the white bits out of the field. 24 metres on a weeder. That is awesome. I mean, if you're playing with weeds on your field, on your game save or whatever, this could be the thing for you. Getting big fields smashed out, getting them weeds sorted. Oh, excellent. The last piece of equipment for this pack is the Transformer 12VF. Again, another weeder, although to be fair, it's called a hoe, which is basically a weeder. 250 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 12 metre working width. The other one was great for doing massive fields. This is going to be a little bit better for small to medium fields. 7 mile an hour working speed, 95 grand. There is no options. So, let's get having it. So we'll unfold it like that. Get rid of some of these pesky weeds. So the side bits are going to pop out like that. 12 metre. Oh, that's ace. I mean, the other one was great for bigger fields, but this will work just nicely anyway. So lower it down. And then away you go. Obviously, it's going to do, like the previous one, small to medium growth on the weedage. Anything bigger than that, you are going to need to do herbicide. But that being said, 12 metre. That's right bang in the middle of the sizes. Oh, awesome. Right, so that's your Horsch DLC done. Now, there's some great pieces of equipment in there. I mean, my favourite was this one, the Joker one. Have that hooked up behind a slurry tank. De-seeding and slurry spreading all at once. That's the triple jobber, because it did like disc harrowing as well. That is ace. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, they all look great. I mean, the pipe work on all of them is awesome. Where it hooks up to the partner tank that's still on the front of that tractor with the pipe down the side. They just look brilliant. And then you've got that 24 metre weeder. This pack is awesome. I mean, I know some people have said that it's a redone one from 17, but I didn't use it on 17 because I didn't really get into it until sort of end of that in 19 afterwards. So all this for me is just new, but it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Now, if you want to get the Horsch Agrovation DLC pack, there is a link down below if you want to pick it up if you're on PC. Click on the link, and at no extra cost to you, it will help out the channel. And it also comes part of the Year 2 Season Pass. And if you haven't got that, there's a link down below as well. Just click on that, helps out the channel a bit, no extra cost to yourself. So drop it in the comments below, which is going to be your favourite piece of machinery from this pack. And we'll see what people are looking at. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, it's muchly appreciated. But from me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.